Hey Triathlon Syd, and welcome to this video guide for the upcoming test week, as well as some technical stuff in Training Peaks. I'll try to do this live here to show you the things on the computer when I talk about them. So let's see how this works. Here we go. What you can see in front of you is the upcoming test week. Briefly, we'll just go this through here. We'll start up easy, doing the agility and stretch that you might notice from now. Hope you all will try the handstanding. Maybe send some photos if you want. And then on Tuesday, we will go out hard. It's the Ftp test on bike. We then on Wednesday do the CSS test on the swim training. You will also be able to do that on Saturday with swimming coaches if you want. On Tuesday, we have the running test with running coaches. And we also will be able to be on the track to run this on SIP Lunds. So that would be a great opportunity for you to run. But you can also do it by yourself if you want. Well-deserved rest day on Friday. And then on Saturday, we'll do bike distance as well as a strength test. And if you don't have access to a gym, because this strength test is based on doing it on gym actually, then you just continue with your Mac program or your own strength program to fill up with this. And on Sunday, we have swimming, we have running, where we now have 2 minutes walk and 80 minutes run for 1 hour. And we also before or after do this foot or calf strain. If you have noticed in Training Peaks, the attached programs is when you get into, you can always click here to get more information when I have written it. Okay, so this is just briefly how the week is going. In this test, you also have this test document, both in document, and I think here, if you click on the first one, you will also have it in PDF. So you can go through it and see it both if you have Word or not. But if you then go into this test week, click at the attached, you'll get into this one. Here we go from the start. Tester triathlon. The first thing here that I want you to consider about is this triangle here. An important triangle where the different corners represent different aims with your sport. So this upper corner here, it's for performance. It's if you go for the result, the competitions, that is the corner there. If your aim is mostly more here for the experience, you want to see friends, new places, feel, see things, then you're here more. And we have the last corner, which is for health. You do it for better health, to feel better, increase quality in life, this stuff. Most of us are somewhere here in between. We're not just performance or not health or just experience. We're maybe here or here or here. And I want you to make a mark where you think that you are in your aim. So why are you doing triathlon? This big why. Okay, is it for performance, experience, health, or somewhere in between? Just make a mark, and you can also motivate it if you want to. Next thing is a briefly screening that you can check, okay, on easy parts like sleep, stress, nutrition, and these things. Just check out, where am I today? I found an issue here, and it's right here. It says, jag äter regelbundet små näringsrika matportioner. For triathlete, this små isn't suitable, right? So just make sure that you don't make notes of that word. It should be deleted. You should aim for eat regelbundet näringsrika matportioner. And the size or the portion doesn't matter. It's how much you need. You can also write down your resting pulse if you know that, and also your maximum pulse if you know that. So that's, yeah, just if you have the numbers, not necessary. Strength test. The explanation is written down here, quite clear in it. So I won't go through all that text. You can read it later on. But what we have is we will do 4 exercises that you will recognize from the gym, and you have the instructions of how to do them on this YouTube channel of strength exercises. And make sure that these shins, don't be too hard on yourself. Shins are pretty tough to do. And just make sure that you notice how you do them. Okay, if you do it with a jump up and just do this eccentric, or if you have a band or something, measure how you do them and how many you can do so you can compare forward. We'll not do the strength test with a maximum effort because that's quite high injury risk. Instead of that, we will do a sub-maximal test. And from what you get in result, you can calculate hypothetically how much your maximum strength could be from this line here. Then we have the running test. The coaches will go through that when you do it. But if you have to do it on yourself, the important thing is that all the running tests will do the tests, with different, do this all over until the season starts. So we'll do it in a couple of months again. And the important thing is that you should do it as similar as possible. So if you do them now and next time you want to do it with the club, it's a good thing to do it on the running track. So you have the same environment to do it in. But you can do it almost wherever. Just aim for have it as flat as possible and not too many stops. Okay. And we have the FTP test. And I have instructions of how to do them outside FTP test and how to do it on trainer or how to do it with Swift. We do FTP test that is clear from the beginning. This FTP test is in counting that you have a power meter, so you can measure your power output. If you don't have that, then you will be going at for outside, maybe go on distance, and then make sure you do the same track that you will do for the next test as well. Or you can do on pulse, see how high does your pulse get, where do you land, and in general, what do you get. And also clear to measure, if you do it on trainer, the trainer can measure your power. You don't need to buy a power meter, then it's included in the trainer. So the FTP test is calculated that you know how to get the power out when you do it. If you don't have that, try to do it with distance, pulse, just to get a measurement that you can compare with next time and see, okay, now where do my development go to? Swim test, CSS test, the coaches will guide you through this. But we do 400 meter, rest a bit between, and then do 200 meter. And this should be like maximum effort, get all out. Okay, and then from that you can calculate your CSS through this calculation. Okay, so you will have plenty of time to go through this by yourself and see how it suits. And then just send me a text, ask me if there's something that is unclear. And the aim of this first test is just to get a baseline. I want to be very clear on that. you want to have a baseline. You shouldn't be in your best shape right now. Then we're doing something wrong. You should be in your baseline now, and so we have something to work from. And these numbers that you get from here will be so good to have to put into Training Peaks. I will show you next week how to do that and put in these numbers, and then the workouts will be adjusted for you, so that depending on what FTP you have, the biking workouts will adjust their power or how hard they are to match for you, so that everyone, no matter which level you are, can get a session that is suitable for you, that will develop you. Okay, so this is why it's so important to have these tests now in the beginning. Okay, when you get into Training Peaks, mostly you see this homepage, right? Then you can see just for the day. And as you can see, my Training Peaks here as an athlete, I have not the upgraded version, and I don't feel like I need it. So that's not necessary to have. So make sure that, just that you know that before this premium expires now in a couple of weeks. I like to watch this from the calendar view. And here I can see my last week, what I have been doing. And also you can see here that the session get different colors if you have done how you have done them. So green colors, you have done it, and red colors, miss the session. And if you have yellow colors, you did the session a bit too long or a bit too short. So this is how you can see how the week has been all over. If you go and have a session that is not included in the workout, it will be gray like this. So you know these different colors that will pop up. And more, if I go in here, I have a session today. If I have a training watch and have synchronized it to Training Peaks, I've sent you information on how to do that. If you want it again, just send me a text and I will send that again to you. But when I have synchronized my watch, it will get transformed towards Training Peaks immediately. And the workout will get green or whatever. But here, if I don't have a watch, or the watch didn't work, or I don't wear it on this training, then I can print in how long did I do that. Let's say I did it for 1 hour here, this session. And then this will be registered as green. Also in the application, in the mobile, I can also click on a notice here where it says completed as planned. And then you click, and then it gets, okay, you did it just as it was said. Moreover, we can see here. I can also use these ones. I like this. After the session, how did I feel? Strong to weak. Okay, maybe I was like this. And then how hard did it feel? Was it very easy or hard? I'm going to write a comment here and see how did I feel about it. Okay, so this is more or less it. I also like to put down these kinds of metrics. I will do that from click there and add metrics. And then I can include something from the week. Exactly, okay, weight, sleep hours, fatigue, stress, overall feeling, menstruation if I'm a woman, soreness, sickness, injury, all this, and make notes so I can see and just have a nice overview later on. So I can see, okay, I was injured there, or I was feeling stressed there, and get this good point of view. So this is a recommendation to add for your weeks. Yeah. If you have more questions about Training Peak, just please send me questions. I'm happy to ask. Or you might want to send them here in our new chat group, Team Training Peak Plan. And if you haven't joined yet, just tell me and I will add you to this chat. We also started Swift together, so we can go out in groups during, for example, the weekend rides. And it worked really good this weekend, so this will continue with all of you. Okay, so that was basically it. Very good luck with the test week that is coming up. And as I've said before, any questions, just text me. Happy to ask or happy to answer. Okay, all the best and good luck with the training week.